Hello again. This is Amy Dean, and I'm excited to be back with you to share another member comment. So, as some of you may know, and some of you may not know, we have a Tuesday transformation poll in which you can vote on what is it that you need support with? What questions would you like to ask? What comments do you have that maybe you feel that you need clarity on, something that makes you feel stuck right now? And I invite you to please let us know. And you can also comment in this post too, by the way, with any questions. But I want to connect with a member in the group who actually wrote down in one of our posts something like, for example, the post said, "What do you wish you could manifest in your life within the next year?" So this person had said a big home with land, right? And so naturally, right? I mean, we think about how can I manifest something outside? How do I manifest the life that I really want to live? So I want to ask you all a question because I'm sure if you haven't thought of it yet, you're going to think of something you desire at some point in the future. But have you ever noticed that we're never satisfied as human beings? Have you ever noticed that no matter what happens, and I've noticed this in myself consistently, and what I noticed over time was that no matter what happened, no matter, when I bought that piece of land, when all these different things happened for me, when all the positive things had shown up in my life, boom, I was right back to more desire and more things that different parts of me were saying they wanted. So I encourage you to check in and notice, what is something that I'm telling myself that I will not be truly 100% happy with until that thing happens? So just think about that for a moment. Imagine, is it a perfect relationship or ideal relationship if we take out the perfect? Is it maybe that job that you've been wanting, that promotion, that business? Is it the big home with land like this member? Is it, something else in your life on the outside that you wish you could change? Something that you wish would finally go away or something you could finally bring into your life? And just sit with that for a moment. I just want to encourage you to notice, why is it that no matter what I have in my life, no matter what I go through, no matter what I desire and actually receive, right? Big or small, why is it that there's this lack of satisfaction with where I am, with where I am in the moment? And I know as I answered this for myself and also working with my clients, what I uncovered there, and of course, so many other ways to look at this, but my sense is that as we sit with this right now, it's really interesting because what we're really hoping for is to stop feeling what we're feeling, right? I mean, we don't want to feel what we feel anymore. We don't want to feel bored or stuck or anxious or depressed or like life isn't moving forward. We want to have a good life, right? Each and every one of us. And we know that it's finite. We know that we are not going to live forever. And so we want to have a good life. So with that being said, we also don't want to have a bad life. So we're usually either suppressing, running away from our pain, or trying to fix it, right? These are the things that we do. And it's natural, it's human, it's who we are. But I want to invite you to consider that if you were not doing that, if in this moment everything was truly okay, if you needed nothing else right now but the here and now, you had all the people in your life you needed, right? Even if you only have a few, that you had all the things that you needed, that you really didn't need anything else except this beautiful present moment, what would that be like for you? How might your life be different if you stopped seeking out there? If there was nothing else and you could feel that peace, that love, and that joy deep within your heart? Now, I can tell you that when you heal your inner child core wounds, and these are core wounds of survival, abandonment, shame, and of course, as we look at disempowerment as kind of like an extra one or an add-on one to this, all four core wounds, every one of these core wounds contributes to our desire to make things better, to make things different. Now, I don't want to say there's anything wrong with that. I mean, my goodness, by all means, right? It's fine to have dreams and it's fine to have desires, but the problem lies in our constant seeking for them and our constant seeking in the fulfillment through them, right? And trying to figure out if that one thing is finally going to make us happy. When we finally buy that house we've always wanted, when we finally get married, when we finally start our family, or when we finally change course in our job or whatever that might be, all of a sudden it'll all come together, right? But it never does, because the truth is you are all the things that you are seeking. You are peace, you are joy, you are love, and so much more. And so every time you think, I need that, I am just going to ask you to question it. Do I really need this right now? 100% checking in with myself. Do I really, really need this? Is it possible? Is it possible just in this moment that I could be happy without that? That maybe there's joy within me, that there's peace within me somewhere in here. And so, with that being said, I know it's hard to access that if you have core wounds, if you've been through trauma. And little secret here, but everyone has core wounds. So, if you're watching this, you have a core wound. Every single person does. It's just to the extent of what that looks like. So, I highly encourage you, if you're interested in learning more about what are these core wounds, what is my number one core wound, why is it keeping me trapped in this constant seeking and or this taking away of my peace, taking away of my love, and of course, keeping me from seeing that it's all right here. Right? It's all right here in this moment. Then I truly invite you to book a call with our amazing team. And what you'll find through that call is the opportunity to discover your core wound and to uncover the truth of who you are and to find out what are those next steps? What might that look like if you were to heal that core wound and truly 100% stop the seeking and be able to tap into this innate wealth within you, which includes everything. And then here's what's funny about that. When you tap into that, when you tap into, I don't need anything out there, everything comes to you. So that's ultimate manifestation right there, is not needing anything else out there and not trying to manifest it, but finding it in here first. And then it comes to you naturally. And then you don't even need it, right? But it's just kind of like icing on the cake kind of thing. So I'd love to hear, what do you think? Any thoughts, ideas, or perspectives on this? And I look forward to connecting with you in the very near future.